Welcome back to the channel. Now in the previous video I'd showed this circuit running from a flattened garden light battery. It only had a few millivolts on it, and the problem with that was that of course once it runs down below the voltage that the circuit can run, about 45 millivolts, well that's it, end of thing, you know. I'd have to wait for it to either recharge itself a little bit or put it on solar to recharge it, find another battery, whatever. Now I don't have one of those posh type of settable power supplies where I could select and dial in the exact amount of power. So I've had to find another way of doing things. So I went online and had a look at a few circuits, and the LM317 kept coming up. Well, I don't have any of those, and it was also saying they go down to 1.25 volts. Well, that's not low enough. But what I have got are some AMS 1117 voltage regulators, the lowest value of which is a 1.2 volts, and I thought, can I start there, use a circuit around that and get some millivolt output? Well, this is the circuit I've come up with, and that uses the AMS 1117, the 1.2 as you can see. I've got a 2k resistor because I was starting to get a bit of heat through it. I thought, well, I can either put something like glue a penny to the back or put a resistor in, so I put a resistor in. The rest is conventional there on the bottom of the circuit. On the right hand side I've got a 1k pot and a 100 ohm resistor, and they allow things to go from 40 millivolts to 80 millivolts. Well, that's ideal. So here is that circuit now. I've built it on a bit of a piece of board. You can see the 1k pot and the resistor on the left. I had to do a number of changes to make sure that the range was correct. Next thing I'll do is I'll show it working. So if you follow that white wire, it goes around to this USB power bank, and at the moment 80 millivolts, and there's the brightness. Now we'll turn this light off here. There we go, you can see the brightness on 80 millivolts as shown by that meter, which is the same one from last time. Now if I use this handy dandy rusted screwdriver, you can see as I bring it down the light goes dimmer, and it works really quite well. Back up again. There we are. So this seems to, and up to 84 millivolts, I do apologise. Right, but yeah, that's working out really well. It's a good, nice way of getting a reliable number and doing tests, further tests on this kind of a circuit. So that's that circuit there. I'm very pleased with it. Now one thing is about how low I can get this to run in terms of millivolts, and we saw 45 millivolts around that area on the last video. So we started at 84 there, which is right round to the end. Bring this around, and it is a bit too light in a way. I could do with doing this with less light just to detect when it does actually switch off. I mean, when they get really low in brightness there's not much use anyway. But around 62, and you can see that it's still on, still going at 55. Carry on, still on. 54, 53, yeah, that's pretty much gone out now at 51. So this build itself goes from about 51. Okay, we've seen that. Now how do we improve that? Well, that's coming next. What I did was I found something out when I found a circuit that was using two N7000s, a pair of, and that's the point. The guy was using two FETs, because it reduces the RDS on, the actual voltage that the FET will start to work at. I thought, what happens if I put another FET on this, one of the K117s? So there we are. I've now doubled up in parallel two of these FETs, these K117s. Does it make a difference is the question. Well, there we are, we're on 52. The light is on. If I get the screwdriver and I turn this, there's the 51, 50, it's still on. Bring it around, 48, still on. Alright, the light is still on. We're at 39, so we're in the 30s now. Can it go any lower than that? $38, still on. That is very slightly on at 36. 36 millivolts. And you can see the little red dot in the middle, but it is still running, it is still doing its switching, it's still FETing, however you want to call it. Now, just to end with here, I've built the second one of these units. My friend did want 2 of them, and so I've started this one up and it's now at 41. This one appears to be even better. Let me see. It's all to do with the exact components used, I would think. 40, bring it down, 38, 35, and it's still on. Now I don't even know if this can go any lower now. 34, 33 has actually come up. Well, that's it. I've run out of movement. I've run out of movement on my pot. And I'm at 33. 33 millivolts. And that is still on. So that appears to be, well, that's as low as I can go. It wouldn't obviously go much lower than that. It is very dim. So what we've got now is a better circuit for driving. At least, you know, if it's saying 33 on there, it'll not be exact because it's not calibrated. That's just a cheapo meter. But it is showing the same for each build, which is one thing, you know what I mean? There'll be the same figures as I would get with that build over there for what's coming out of the circuit. Alright, well, there we go. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.